Greetings, Bianca. How do you find yourself on this fine morning?
Hello, Peter. I am in splendid spirits today, thank you for asking. How about yourself?
I am invigorated by the prospects of the day. Bianca, have you ever entertained the thought of embarking on a safari tour?
Ah, a safari tour. The very idea conjures images of majestic wildlife and untamed landscapes. I must admit, it has been a long-standing aspiration of mine. Have you had the privilege of experiencing such an adventure?
Indeed, I have been fortunate enough to traverse the savannas of Africa on a safari expedition. The memories and encounters I amassed during the journey were unparalleled. I was thinking, how about we plan a safari sojourn together?
That sounds like a splendid idea, Peter. The anticipation is already kindling my adventurous spirit. Which destination do you think would provide the most enriching experience?
I would suggest the Serengeti in Tanzania or the Masai Mara in Kenya. These locales are renowned for the Great Migration, which is one of the most staggering wildlife spectacles on Earth.
The Great Migration. Witnessing the immense herds of wildebeest and zebras traversing the plains must be awe-inspiring. What measures should we undertake to ensure the sustainability and ethics of our safari?
An excellent point, Bianca. It is imperative that we select a tour operator that holds a strong commitment to conservation and supports local communities. Furthermore, during the safari, we must be vigilant to maintain a respectful distance from the wildlife and refrain from disturbing their natural behaviors.
Yes, it is crucial that we engage in responsible tourism. How should we equip ourselves for the safari?
It is advisable to wear clothing in neutral tones to blend into the surroundings. A pair of binoculars is indispensable for observing wildlife at a distance. Additionally, it is prudent to pack sunscreen, insect repellent, and a broad-brimmed hat.
Thank you for the guidance, Peter. I also deem it important to be well acquainted with the cultural nuances and customs of the local communities. Gaining insight into their profound connection with the land would surely augment the richness of our experience.
Indeed, Bianca. The fusion of cultural immersion and wildlife observation makes for an unforgettable odyssey. Shall we commence the preparations for our safari adventure?
Let us do so, Peter. This expedition promises to be an educational and transformative venture into the wild. I am thrilled to have you as my companion on this journey.
And you, Bianca. Until we set forth into the heart of the wilderness, I wish you the most fruitful of preparations. Farewell for now.
Farewell, Peter. The horizon beckons.
Journey to the Land Down Under, Peter and Bianca's Grand Australian Expedition. Good morning, Bianca. It's delightful to see you on this splendid day.
Good morning, Peter. Indeed, it's a wonderful day. How can I assist you in making it even more remarkable?
Bianca, do you recall our enthralling excursion to Australia last summer? I was contemplating creating a travelogue to chronicle our journey.
Ah, the reminiscence of our Australian adventure warms my heart. Creating a travelogue sounds splendid. Where shall we begin?
Let's commence with our sojourn in Sydney. The Sydney Opera House was an architectural marvel, was it not?
Absolutely, Peter. The juxtaposition of modernity and culture it embodied was awe-inspiring. Its sail-like design by Jorn Utzon is a testament to human creativity.
Indeed. And the historical tour we embarked upon in the Rocks, where we learned about Sydney's colonial history, was utterly captivating.
Yes, the cobblestone streets and venerable buildings transported us back in time. And, speaking of history, our expedition to the Australian War Memorial in Canberra was profoundly moving.
I concur, Bianca. It was a poignant reminder of the sacrifices made. Shifting the focus to natural beauty, I cannot overlook our visit to the Great Barrier Reef.
Oh, what an ethereal experience that was! The kaleidoscope of corals and marine life was like peering into an alternate, vibrant universe.
Precisely. Another highlight was the ancient, majestic beauty of Uluru. The indigenous culture and spiritual significance we discovered through the Anangu people's stories were enthralling.
Uluru was surreal. Similarly, our journey to the Daintree rainforest, one of the oldest rainforests, was an education in biodiversity and ecology.
Agreed. The flora and fauna were unparalleled. Bianca, how did you find our foray into Australian cuisine?
Delectable. From the classic Australian barbecue to the fusion of multicultural cuisines, each dish was an explosion of flavors.
And who could forget the charming wineries in the Barossa Valley? The fine wine and the bucolic landscape were the perfect combination.
Yes, the wine tasting was sublime. Peter, this conversation has been a wondrous journey in itself. We must compile our experiences and photographs into the travelogue.
Absolutely, Bianca. Our Australian odyssey deserves to be chronicled for posterity. Thank you for reminiscing with me.
The pleasure is mine, Peter. Until our next adventure, fare thee well.
Journey through time, unraveling the majestic Great Wall with Peter and Bianca. Greetings, Bianca. I find myself exhilarated today, for I have recently embarked on an enthralling journey to the Great Wall of China. Have you ever had the fortune to witness this magnificent edifice?
Why hello, Peter. The delight is mine. As a matter of fact, I have also set foot upon the Great Wall. The sheer scale and historical grandeur are simply awe-inspiring. How did you find your experience?
It was a cornucopia of emotions, I must say. The wall, often referred to as the Long Wall with its undulating hills, felt like a dragon veering through the landscapes. One cannot help but ponder the historical intricacies and the immeasurable toil that went into its construction. Did you perchance delve into the history whilst you were there?
Indeed, Peter. It is said to span over 13,000 miles, with origins dating back to the 7th century BC. Interestingly, it was not built as a single continuous entity, but rather in sections by various dynasties, most notably the Ming. It served as a formidable line of defense, as well as a means of border control, allowing the Chinese to regulate trade along the Silk Road. What did you find most captivating?
My inquisitive nature led me to converse with a historian guide. He expounded upon the engineering feats of the wall. The materials used for construction were reflective of the region: earth, wood, bricks, and stone. The ingenuity lay in adapting to the available resources. The wall, in essence, is a testament to human resilience and innovation. What aspect intrigued you the most, Bianca?
Ah, Peter, the cultural tapestry woven through the wall seized my fascination. Along the wall, one can find watchtowers and barracks where soldiers stood guard. These sentinels were often poets and scholars who enriched Chinese literature with their accounts and musings of life on the wall. The Great Wall is not merely a physical barrier, but a symbolic one, embodying the spirit of the Chinese people.
Well articulated, Bianca. This leads me to a poignant reflection: walls, as grand as this, whilst once serving as protectors, can also be isolating. The Great Wall embodies this duality.
A profound observation, Peter. It is incumbent upon us to discern the lessons of history, recognizing that while walls can shield, it is bridges that foster human connection and progress.
A most enriching conversation, dear Bianca. May I propose that we continue to explore the annals of history together?
With utmost pleasure, Peter. May our intellectual sojourns be as boundless as the Great Wall itself.
Agreed. Until our next historical escapade, fare thee well.